Hey guys, Xrathis here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm bringing you a demo PvP guide. I've been playing demo quite a lot since 8.2 actually released. I don't really like playing Destro. If you know me, you would already know that obviously if you watch my streams and my other videos. I just don't like playing what's popular. I've always been like that since WoW. I just don't like, you know, it's kind of biased since I did play Destro last season, like quite a bit. But I just don't like it. I played Destro towards the end of the season, but no, I'm just really enjoying demo at the moment, and obviously I really like Affliction too. So I'm going to be doing different PvP guides, but today's mainly focused on demo. I actually think it could be viable this season. I actually found a really good spec that I think is good. I haven't looked up any guide, so it's purely my opinion. So if you want to see that, then awesome. Found a really good AoE and single target build, so if you want to see that, then yeah, let's basically jump straight into the video. Hey guys, so we're here at the heart of Draenor, Ashran. LOL! Psych! We're here in Ironforge today, guys, and I'm in the heart of the gnomes and dwarves. This is my upbringing, guys. We were raised here since we started this, you know, this journey into World of Warcraft, which is awesome. But yeah, today obviously I'm going to be talking about demonology in PvP, not a PvE guide unfortunately, and there's two specs I'm going to be talking to you guys about. One's single target and one's an AoE and cleave spec. But yeah, basically let's jump straight into it and I will talk to you guys about the talents. So in the talents here, so I'm going to start off with the AoE cleave. So you have level 15 is Dreadlash, Demonic Strength and Bowscourge Bombers. I always pick Dreadlash, so basically what it does is your Dread Bite from your Dreadstalkers, it now attacks everyone within 8 yards and deals 25% increased damage. It's really nice. It's probably one of my top abilities when I use it because I always have my Dreadstalkers out, so I just thought it could be quite nice just to cleave everybody down. Bowscourge Bombers, I've experimented with this, but I don't really like it. Basically, bats explode in the area, dealing a lot of damage, but it doesn't really deal that much damage, to be fair. Uses 2 soul shards, and you know, it's 30-second cooldown, so I don't really like it. Demonic Strength is good, but for this AoE cleave, I'm not going to mention it, so we're mentioning it on the single target one. Level 30 you got Demonic Cooling, Power Siphon and Doom. Doom, never pick it, just a waste of time, not even going to talk about it on why. Demonic Cooling, haven't really tried it to be honest. Basically your Shadow Bolt and Demon Bolt have 20% chance to make your next cool Dreadstalkers cost 1 less soul shard and have no cast time. So if you don't play Master Summoner, could be alright using Demonic Cooling, but I don't really see it working that much. Actually, no, it could work with the build I'm running because I'm going full Shadow Bolt build, so technically it could work. But yeah, I prefer Power Siphon just for the sacrificing 2 wild imps and generating 2 charges of Demonic Core. I really like that, just so you can basically get your Demon Bolt out quicker, which is quite nice, and it's on a 30-second cooldown, so it's not too bad. Level 45 talents, I always pick Demon Skin just for the leech. I always said that in all my videos, I never really changed from that. I mean, you could play Dark Pact, but I just don't see in a scenario where you would play Burning Rush and Dark Pact, so you always play Demon Skin on level 45 talent. Level 60 talent, I go from the shadows. Basically, casting the Dreadstalkers causes the target even to take 20% additional Shadow Flame damage from you for the next 12 seconds. So basically, every time you put your Dreadstalkers out on the target, you deal 20% increased shadow damage to that target, which is absolutely awesome. So it's kind of like Paladins when they use Execution Sentence in a sense, but instead, obviously, this increases your Shadow Flame damage. And then Soul Strike, obviously Soul Strike's really good. Kind of works like Void Bolt on Priests, on Shadow Priests, just because you would be using that every time it's up. So it's actually not bad. If you want more consistent damage, you probably would go with Soul Strike, but yeah, I play from the shadows just because it's better for cleave. And then Summon Vile Fiend, I don't like it at all. It's just not worth it, to be honest, in my opinion. Level 75 talent, obviously you mix around with these. Dark Fury you would never play unless you play like PvE, but there's no point. Mortar Coil, obviously you would play if you're against like really hard comp and you need survival, because obviously we don't have demon armor, so it might be actually worth running it. But I always play Portal just so I can have the mobility and try and get my basically all my imps out onto the target. So I think it's better just to kite away and stuff. So I actually like Demonic Circle. So it's up to you. Would you rather have the heal or the mobility? Your choice. Level 90, I've been playing around with this, to be fair. The two ones I like here is Soul Conduit and Inner Demons. I don't like Grimoire Foul Guard. I've played that in Arena and I just don't really like it. I don't think it does that much damage. Even when you play it, it just sucks, dude. Inner Demons obviously is really, really nice. Every 12 seconds you basically summon an imp by your side, and it also has a 10% chance to summon an additional demon to fight for you for 15 seconds. So obviously that's really nice, right? But it only has a 10% chance to summon an additional demon. So every 12 seconds there's a 10% chance another demon to come out, which is actually really bad in my opinion. But obviously you get an imp every 12 seconds passively, which actually could help you out in Arena. But I don't know, I really like Soul Conduit, so it's up to you, because Soul Conduit, basically every time you spend Soul Shards, so every time you use like Hand of Gul'dan or Cool Dreadstalkers or something like that, you get a 15% chance for your Soul Shards even to be refunded. So it's actually not bad. I really like playing that. What I usually do is play that with Sacrifice Souls, but it depends. I always switch these two out, just depending really on the scenario. But Soul Conduit is really, really nice. So yeah, definitely in BGs too. Level 100 talent. I actually play Sacrifice Souls or Demonic Consumption, but I'll talk about Demonic Consumption later. Never play Nether Portal, just takes too long to cast, and then in Arena you're dead before you can even cast it, dude. It's just not good in my opinion. Obviously, could be really good with Soul Conduit, right? If you played Soul Conduit and that, then you could get like literally like 20 demons out at a time. And especially if you play Lucid Dreams, like I've tried it before. This was a spec I tried, and you get so many demons out, but I just don't like it, man. But yeah, Demonic Consumption I use for single target, and then Sacrifice Souls I like. I really like Sacrifice Souls with this build I'm currently playing, with the Pleasure Through Pain. However, I don't think that your Inner Demons work with Sacrifice Souls, so every 12 seconds I don't think it increases your Shadow Bolt damage. I could be wrong, but yesterday I tried this out and my Shadow Bolt's damage stayed consistent. Even when I summoned my my Dreadstalkers, it just stayed consistent and it wouldn't go up. Same with my Demon Bolt. And then when I summoned my Tyrant, then my Shadow Bolt went up, which is kind of weird, dude. But yeah, let's go straight into the single target build now. So for the single target build, guys, this is what I usually run. So I swapped out Dreadlash for Demonic Strength, just because it depends really. I do use Dreadlash sometimes, but Demonic Strength is quite good. I've created a macro for Foulstorm, so obviously if you played this, you would swap out Pleasure Through Pain for something else, and then you would summon your Wrathguard. And what I've done is I've binded Demonic Strength into his Foulstorm, and I can actually do it manually. So that means I can obviously do more damage from his Foulstorm, which is absolutely brilliant. And then obviously, as you can tell here, I swapped out Sacrifice Souls for Demonic Consumption, just so my Tyrant can hit a lot harder. But obviously it's not good to use like against Warlocks, because they can just banish your pet. So it's kind of a win/loss. So if you're against Warlock, I would rather go consistent damage, if I'm completely honest, and go Sacrifice Souls and maybe Soul Conduit, depending. But if you want to go big damage, and you play Demonic Consumption. But I find that he doesn't really hit that hard, to be fair. He hits like 30Ks, but it's not too bad. It's okay. It's consistent, so yeah, it's not too bad. And yeah, for the PvP talents, up here, I always play my Gladiator's Medallion, because I'm a gnome and I kind of need it. I swap out loads of these, to be fair. I do have Cool Foul Hunter if I'm playing against basically any casters in Arena. I play this just so I can basically kick them on their like Fear or Polymorph, or you know, just so I can get an extra CC, because you know that the Foul Guard does not have a CC. Unfortunately, it only has a stun, and that's on a 30-second cooldown. So it's kind of nice to have 2 stuns. Depending on what we face, you know, I could swap out Pleasure Through Pain. I'll get to that in a second, but I'd play Fragility. That's another good one. I always have Master Summoner, just because I like the instant cast on my Dreadstalkers. I find that's really nice, especially for Arena, just to get the pressure out. So I never swap that out. But then Pleasure Through Pain I've been playing with, because someone in the comments said to play with it, and I actually looked at it before they mentioned in the comment, and I thought it could actually be good. And I've been experimenting, and it's actually really nice, dude. But yeah, if I'm not running my normal build what I would do is swap pleasure through pain out if say we're against casters too, and then I'd probably play like reflect or fragility, I think, are the main two. Obviously cool foul lord is good against melee, but they can just kite nowadays, so it's kind of better just to go consistent. And you know, sometimes I even play weakness because I don't have my demon armor, so I'd play that if I'm against like 2 melee cleave comps. Well, no, 2 melee, like, you know, Windwalker, Demon Hunter or something. I'd play weakness, and then I'd swap out cool foul hunter for probably reflect or essence drain, just for the survivability. But yeah, guys, now we're gonna talk about my traits. So at the moment I am running Shadow Bite and Baleful Invocation on my helm. So basically Shadow Bite, when my Dreadstalkers fade, and they increase my Demon Bolt by 3,412 for 8 seconds, which is nice. I only have one of them on my gear though, just because you don't really need more than that in my opinion. But the main traits I'm going to be talking about is Explosive Potential and Supreme Commander. So obviously on my shoulders, I literally upgraded them. I spent all, like, most of my mana pearls upgrading this, because I looked on Google. I was like, yo, and then I was googling and they said, oh, don't worry, it can upgrade to 425 instead of 420. So I was like, actually that's like a 0.2% upgrade. I know it's low, but it's still quite nice, so I thought, let's upgrade it. Yeah, they lied, dude. You can't upgrade it to 425, I don't think, because I've tried and it only went up to 420 for me. So maybe in the future you can. But anyway, I'm not mad about that, because I replaced my other shoulders in my bag here, and they had Shadow Bite and Supreme Commander, and I actually think that Explosive Potential and Supreme Commander is the pillar. So that's good. So basically, Explosive Potential, you want at least 2 of them on your gear, or 1. It depends really what you want to run, to be honest, but I have 1 just because my build currently doesn't need it, in my opinion. You have to have at least 1 on your gear, in my opinion, just so that you can get your haste up. And then you want as much Supreme Commander as possible. So basically, when your Demonic Tyrant expires, so that's your main hitting ability, it grants you a lot of intellect for 15 seconds, basically, and a stack of Demonic Core, which is absolutely awesome. So you get free Demon Bolts, and you get obviously intellect increase. So I've got 2 of them, and then you want at least 1 Baleful Invocation on your gear, just so you can get 5 soul shards when you summon your Demonic Tyrant, which is absolutely nice, dude. So yeah, basically, long story short, what you want is at least 2 Supreme Commanders on your gear. You want at least 1 Baleful Invocation, and then at least 1 Explosive Potential. The rest doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's what you want to play around with. So one Explosive Potential for the haste, 2 Supreme Commanders so you can get like 2,000 intellect, and a stack of Demonic Core. So it's actually pretty nice. I don't think you can get 2 stacks of Demonic Core though, if you have 2, but you still get the double intellect, which is actually really, really nice. And yeah, it's really good, dude. I want to play around with I can't remember where it is now. This one. Yeah, your Hand of Gul'dan has 15 chance to burn its target for 5,000 additional Shadow Flame damage every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. I really want full set of that with Supreme Commander. I think that would absolutely be awesome, but unfortunately I don't have that much. I've only got shoulders with that on, as I'm aware. So I've only got 2 out of the 3, so when I get 3 I might experiment with that burn. But yeah, guys, let's go straight into the stat priority. So for the stat priority, what I like doing, it could be wrong, it's completely up to you, you don't have to follow me, but what I like doing is going full haste. I like doing haste, and obviously haste and mastery I think is number 1/2. I think those could be good. You could play around with versatility, but I don't think it's that good. Haste and mastery I like, and then just a tiny wincy bit of crit. But the main 2 you want to be focusing is haste and then mastery, in my opinion. Just so your basically your imps can do large attack. So I think it's kind of nice. You don't have to copy me, but I like doing haste and mastery. And then obviously if you ever get pieces, obviously you do quick navigation for your weapon, and then you want to get at least the 60 haste, I think it is now, on your rings, and then you want to enchant like haste onto your gear as well. So it's actually not too bad. I like running that build, and yeah, let's jump straight into the rotation. Alright guys, so for the rotation, it's kind of simple. So if you're playing, this is the AoE build, don't forget. the AoE cleave, so you want your succubus out. What I like doing for this AoE cleave is starting off with my Dreadstalkers, and then we're going to wait for them to fade before we actually burst. So we got like 10 seconds just so we can get an increase on our Demon Bolt. So your Hand of Gold down, you want to at least use one implosion. There we go. From the Shadows is gone now, so we want to start doing our big burst. Ready? You just spam Hand of Gold down, you summon your Tyrant. Ready? You use Hand of Gold down, and then you pop Lucid Dreams and your burst. Ready? Watch my pets, dude. You just pop that, dude, and it's insane. Look how many pets, dude. 20 pets at the moment. 21, 23, 22, and this is where it starts fading now. This is where it gets a little bit slower, but it's fine. And then you would implosion at the end when they're about to fade, and then it does so much damage, dude. So obviously my main hitting ability with the AoE spec are my imps, which is not too bad, and then my Hand of Gold down, then Demon Bolt, and then my actual pet. So my Tyrant, see down there, it just doesn't hit much. But unfortunately, that's how this build works. It's kind of stupid. But hey ho, I find it's more consistent damage, and obviously you get more damage by your Shadow Bolt and your Demon Bolt. It all depends, but yeah, it's quite consistent, which is nice. But I'll show you with my single target spec now as well. So I will see you when all my cooldowns are back up. Alright guys, so this is my single target spec, as I mentioned before, but we're actually going to play Foul Lord, just pretending like it's a melee on us. So what we're going to do is the same as before. I didn't use Power Siphon in the last one, but you would if you wanted to keep going on your burst, so don't worry about that. I just didn't want to show you it because it would have took too long. But yeah, Dreadstalkers, same thing. You just want to get your Shadow Bolt out, get your pet out, you know, just do some damage, get your Shadow Bolts out. You want to implosion once. Oh, unfortunately I didn't have enough imps out, so we're going to do it again. Keep Shadow Bolt out, put your Hand of Gold down out, boom, do that, do your Demon Bolt, and then this is where the burst starts happening. So you just spam all your abilities right now, get your pets back out, you do your Tyrant, you put your Foul Lord down, and then you pop your Lucid Dreams, which is actually really good, and then you make your pet Blade Storm. That's important. You want your Blade Storm to burst as soon as you burst. He does so much more increased damage. Look, he's hitting for 20Ks now. It's ridiculous. Like, it's really, really nice. And you would basically just rinse and repeat. You get your pet's implosion in there. So, it's actually really, really good. I actually do like the spec a lot, but I just find it's less consistent in arena. But obviously, if you want to go big single target build, you would play that. So, it's actually not too bad, guys. But yeah. Obviously, basically, if you want to do single target, I do Dreadstalkers, and then I would spam Shadow Bolt, Hand of Gold down, implosion. Then that's when the build, like the burst, starts happening. You can pop Lucid Dreams and then do Shadow Bolt, but what I like to do is spam Shadow Bolt until you get 5, and then you Hand of Gold down. By then, you would have got your Demonic Core probably. So you do your Demon Bolt, Hand of Gold down, Demon Bolt, Hand of Gold down, summon your Tyrant so you can get the 5 shards, and then you pop Lucid Dreams, pop your burst, put the Dreadstalkers back out, and then you do Foul Storm and your Demonic Strength. So there's a lot of build up, but it does a lot of damage. As you can see, I'll do a breakdown here. Look, my Demonic Tyrant is my main ability now, and then my Foul Storm's my second one. My Foul Storm probably would have got more, but I kind of messed it up. I kind of forgot to pop the Demonic Strength first and then the Foul Storm. But yeah, it's really, really nice, and as you can see here, my Dreadstalkers do a lot of damage too. So it's really nice for single target. I like it. But yeah, guys, straight to the outro. Hey guys, this was just my breakdown on Demonology Warlocks at the moment in this current meta. I actually find they're pretty strong. I've shown you my AoE and single target spec. I find that obviously the single target spec's more reliable in my opinion, just because it's easier to get off. However, I don't like playing it when you play with, you know, casters, just because obviously they can reflect, and then they can also banish your pet. You know, they can I think they can fear it, I can't remember, but it's just not really good against casters that much, but against melee it's absolutely awesome, so that's why I like playing the AoE build a lot. But yeah, nonetheless, I really hope you did enjoy this video. Obviously, I'm going to bring you more guides of Warlock quite soon, and let me know if you agreed with my opinions, and obviously let me know if you think there's any other builds I could try. But yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Obviously, if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you want to see in the next video, guys, and I've been Xrathis. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more content from me. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. So, peace!